Namaste. I, Javian Gaurav Goyal from the Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostic, FPD, in the Department of Diagnostic and Community Health in the discipline Radiology. Today, we are going to study or discuss about a session chest PA that is uh, that is covered in the course. That is a session from a course the radiographic techniques of human body, techniques of the human body or whole body. In the BSc second sem, the chest PA is important examination. Chest PA is important examination for the diagnosis of pathology and many diseases, many lungs diseases, and pre or post operative analysis or imaging. So let me start from the chest PA examination. Posterior anterior chest view. It examines the lungs and bony thoracic cavity and lungs and mediastinum and great vessels like aorta. So the indication, the chest X-ray is the most common radiological investigation in the emergency department. So any case of any type of case like poisoning, like any type of suspected injury or trauma, then there is a most commonly used examination is chest PA, X-ray chest X-ray. The PA view is frequently used. PA view is frequently used to aid in diagnosing a range of acute and chronic conditions involving all organs of thoracic cavity. Additionally, it serves as the most sensitive plane radiograph for the detection of pre. The PA view is frequently used to aid in diagnosing a range of acute and chronic conditions involving all organs of thoracic cavity. Additionally, it serves as the most sensitive plane radiograph for the detection of pre-interperitoneal acid, pneumoperitoneum in pneumoperitoneum in patients with acute abdominal pain. Patient position. Patient is erect facing the upright image receptor, and patient face is patient chest touch anterior side touches the upright detector or receptor. The superior aspect of the receptor is 5 centimeter above the shoulder joint. The chin is raised as to be out of the image field. Shoulders are rotated anteriorly to allow the scapula to move laterally of the lung field, and this can be achieved by either shoulder rotated anteriorly to allow the scapula to move laterally of the lung field, and this can be achieved by either hands placed on the posterior aspect of the hips, elbow partially flexed, rotating anterior, or hands are placed around the image receptor in a hugging motion with a focus on the lateral movement of the scapula. Shoulders are depressed to move the clavicle below the lung apex or apices. Technical factors. Posterior anterior projection, that is called PA projection. Second, the suspended inspiration means ask to the patient to hold the breath in inspiration. Centering point, the level of seventh thoracic vertebrae, approximately the anterior angle of the scapula. Collimation. Superiorly 5 centimeter above the shoulder joint to allow proper visualization of the upper airway. Inferiorly, the inferior border of 12th rib, lateral to the level of acromioclavicular joints. Okay, so 5 centimeter above the shoulder joint, acid image receptor upper end is 5 centimeter above the shoulder joint to allow proper visualization of upper airways, apex region, inferior to the inferior border of 12th rib, lateral to the level of acromioclavicular joint. Acromioclavicular joint. Orientation. We can orient. In any. We can place cassette or image receptor in any orientation like portrait or landscape. It depends on the lung size. Detector size or image receptor size 14 by 17 inches, 14 by 17 inches. Exposure factor is 55 to 65 kVp, and MAS is 8 to 16 MAS. That depends on the thickness of the patient or thorax. SID, source to image receptor distance is 180 centimeter, means 72 inches and 6 feet. Grid, yes, grid is used in this examination. Image technical evaluation. Image technical evaluation. The entire lung field should be visible from the apices down to the lateral CP angles, costophrenic angles. The chin should not be superimposing any structures. Arms are not superimposed over lateral chest wall. This can mimic pleural signaling. Next one is the minimal to no superimposition of the scapular border on the lung suite. So there should be no superimposition of the scapular border in the lung suite. Sternoclavicular joints are equidistant SC joint. Sternoclavicular joint are equidistant from the spinous process. The clavicle is in the same horizontal plane. A maximum of 10 posterior ribs are visualized above the diaphragm. The 5th to 7th anterior ribs should intersect the diaphragm at mid-clavicular line. Mid-clavicular line. The ribs and thoracic case are seen only faintly over the heart. Means it is less visualized. Clear vascular marking of the lungs should be visible. So this is the image technical evaluation. Now we had discussed about the exposure factor, image technical evaluation, introduction, and patient position, indication. Now the last point is practical point. The phase of respiration has a profound effect on the appearance of several structures on the chest radiograph. A poor inspiratory PA radiograph. Poor inspiratory PA radiograph can mimic pathology. The structures then that can appear different on expiration include first heart size, second one is the mediastinal contour and width, third one is the lung inflation, fourth one is diaphragm contour. The rotation of a chest radiograph can stimulate common pathological processes and make it hard to produce an appropriate diagnosis. The PA view is used to investigate a plethora condition, and it is the radiographer's responsibility to ensure high quality diagnostic images are achieved consistently. The sternoclavicular joints are a sound indicator for positional rotation. If one sternoclavicular joint is notably wider than the other, that respected side needs to be rotated towards the image receptor's correct rotation. Patients with a long-standing history of emphysema or COPD will have abnormally long lungs compared to the general population. Remember this when collimating superior to inferior. Next is side marker placement is imperative. Patients can have congenital condition that mimic a image. Explain to the patient what what are you going to do. That is, ask them to take a breath in and hold it. Many times this gives a patient time to prepare and result in better breath hold and therefore a higher quality radiograph. So in this session we will discuss about the several factors like exposure factors, clinical evaluation, indications, and any other factors or points. Collimation, orientation, and technical factors, patient position. These are the factors that we had discussed in this session about the chest PA examination. So chest PA examination is used to evaluate the pathology of the lungs and any other pathology in the CP angle, phosphochronic, cardiopulmonary angle, and lung nodule functioning. We can one can evaluate the lungs pathology like tuberculosis, pleural effusion, pneumonia, pneumothorax, and any other diseases in the chest from the chest PA examination. So the session is over. This session gives great knowledge for about PA chest PA examination, chest PA view, and it gives important knowledge to solve any questions related to the chest examination and position. So you can solve a question from the portal or from the any type of question MCQ subjective from the this video from after getting the knowledge from the video. So I think you are satisfied with this session. If you have any query, then put it into the comment box. I will resolve it later. Thank you. The session is over. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, created with the Women's University. Therefore.